When the list of candidates running in the May primary was released last week, noticeably missing was the name of Dan Sferra, the current Warren City councilman, who was also the city's mayor and state representative, decided that after 16 elections and 48 years in and out of politics, it was time to retire. I sat this afternoon with Dan Sferra in Warren City Council chambers, to which he was first elected as 5th Ward councilman in 1972 at the age of 21 because he opposed the federal government's subsidized housing projects.
And my councilman, Bill Muir, voted for it. If he'd have voted against it, I wouldn't run, so I ran against him.
And Sferra won, starting a political career that would continue on and off for 48 years, including 16 elections, only 2 of which he lost.
It was a good, clean campaign, and I commend them for running a good campaign.
That was Dan Sferra on election night 1991, after winning what would be his final term as Warren mayor, the political position he held the longest, 16 years. His toughest political fight was as mayor, trying to convince people to build the Trumbull Correctional Institute.
I know I caught a lot of hell when we built a prison out in Lewisburg. People wanted to kill me, but now it's been there for 25 years. You don't even know it's there.
We talked about how Warren has changed, how it's not the same city as 50 years ago.
And that's why anybody asks me what's wrong with Warren, I tell them drive down Dana Street. There was 4,000 people worked on that section of North End between GE and Packard, all making good money.
Sferra's 4 years as a state representative were his least favorite in politics.
The Republicans had control, and they basically told us Democrats, just shut up and sit down, and I wasn't used to that.
And even though he has spent the last 10 years as Warren's councilman at large, people still remember him as the mayor.
But the only thing is, after all these years, I'm still called mayor. You never lose the title as mayor.
Sferra's decision to retire came just recently.
Yeah, it was probably a month or two ago. I'm sitting there and I was saying to myself, you know, you've been here since '72. But coming to these meetings all these years on Wednesdays and committee meetings, and I'm at the age now, that's enough. Dan Sferra is 69 and says he will not run for another political office again. He says he doesn't have the energy of some of the younger councilmen around him and didn't want to just fill a seat because he could. He admits his last meeting in December will be sad, but it is time to move on.